So where am I at with your orders at the moment? We've got 15 manifolds in the pipeline. 3 went out today, literally just got picked up by freight. There's another 4 going out next week, and then most probably again another 4 going out the week after. The process goes on for a little bit, so you've got the machining of the product itself, anodising, which generally takes 2 weeks. If it's a carbon fibre manifold, the carbon fibre takes 1 to 2 weeks, and then assembly, you've got to give us a week to assemble the part. In terms of production, we've got a bunch of CSF manifolds, which you guys know I've been doing for quite some time now. That actually started off as a project of maybe 100 manifolds. We're at 550 plus, I think, at the moment, and continuing to pump them out. It's something that just doesn't look like it's going to be slowing down. I know the B58 scene is really hotting up overseas, especially in America. There seems to be some quarter-mile times tumbling. There's some fierce competition and a lot of trash talking online, which is fantastic. I love seeing that. In addition to that, we've got some Lamborghini R8 intake manifolds, which are available exclusively from Precision Racing. Go check out their website. Another massive scene, particularly in the US. It's starting to grow here in Australia as well, but again, massive in the US. Again, a lot of trash talking. I love that shit. RB26 cam cover sets. These will be available in a number of configurations. We're working on supplying the cam cover set, which is most probably the closest I've ever got to the factory cam cover set. So therefore interchangeable with factory parts. Will it be? Yes, it will be. Do you want to? No, because it'll look like crap if you mix cast with billet. Who's going to do that? But then we're going to also be offering the cam gear cover to suit either an RB30 block, the taller RB30 block, or the RB26 block. Along with that means anodising, custom colours, custom engraving on the front of each cam cover to suit RB26 with or without pumps, cam angle sensors, VCT humps, all that kind of stuff. Yes, you can pick it. Yes, it's going to be available with this current batch. As you can imagine, over the last couple of years, I've been trying to upgrade the shop and make things a little bit more streamlined. With that means buying a couple of more machines and upgrading. With that also means that you've got to do some upgrades. There is some downtime, there's some maintenance with the machines. These things aren't just press the button and go like everyone says on YouTube. That just doesn't happen. Anyway, so we've got a machine coincidentally down at the moment, waiting on some spares. The other 3 machines are rocking and rolling. I have had a bit of help a couple of times a week, and as of December, I think it was, the end of December, we got Leo on board. Leo's been helping out with just swapping over parts in the machine, so CNC operating, and then assembly and QCing of products. If you guys know a CNC programmer, call me, I need one. Late last year, we made a trip over the US to support Rod Harvey Racing. Things didn't always go according to plan, as you can expect, you know, traveling halfway around the world to go drag racing. But that car actually debuted my billet cylinder head, the 2JZ billet cylinder head. You guys might have seen an absolute bombardment of me putting stuff on socials about that. 1.5 to 2 weeks from a bare block to a machined finished cylinder head. I'd say the event was a success for the cylinder head itself. It fit, it did everything it had to. We've got some minor design iterations that we have to make, which will be happening, I'd say by mid-year, to then put version 2 of the prototype cylinder head on the car and ready for the Winter Nationals in Queensland. So fingers crossed, that's happening for the 2JZ market. Along with that though, is also the RB26 cylinder head. Something I've been working on in the background, something I know I'm getting asked for over and over again. Is it something that can be done? Yes, no problems at all. Is it something we're going to do? Most definitely. We're going to be working with the likes of Croydon Racing Developments. You guys might know Zeus and Jordan and all their famous cars they got pumping out of that shop. That's one of most probably our development vehicle for that cylinder head. That will keep us up to date, and with a workshop like that who's able to turn over parts and work on cars as fast and provide an excellent amount of data, which I've never had before, and in line with what and why we've chosen to stick with Rod Harvey. The data is absolutely critical for developing a product like that. Fingers crossed that happens around about the same sort of time, I'm guessing, as the 2JZ cylinder head would be the RB26 billet cylinder head. Don't ask me too much about it. Don't bother asking for price. I'm not going to tell you because I don't even know it myself yet. We're also planning on, and I've been talking about this for, I'm going to say like 3 years. I think I did my first billet block, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I've got 4 bits of billet sitting here at the shop waiting for RB and 2JZ blocks. Let's just put that on in the near future. All right, that's a bit of an insight as to what's been happening here at CPC. See you guys in the next one.